Imagine this. You're standing at the edge of a pool. The water is calm. Silence fills the air. And a man begins to swim, non-stop without a single break for hours on end. No applause, no crowd. Just the sound of water and a body slowly running out of strength. Now let me ask you this. How long can a human keep going when the body is screaming, enough? This is the story that entered the Guinness World Records, and it is the exact answer to that question. But this is not a typical sports achievement. This is a human story that proves no one truly knows where the limits really are. The record registered by Guinness was set by swimming 2,365 meters in a single uninterrupted effort. At first, that number might sound doable. But here's the truth. This distance is not fought with muscles alone. It is fought with the mind. Because the real opponent here is not the water, not time, not even distance. The real opponent is the voice inside your own head. In the first minutes of swimming, everything feels normal. Breathing is steady. Arms move rhythmically. Legs are in sync. But as time passes, the muscles begin to burn. The shoulders grow heavy. The neck stiffens. A numbness spreads all the way to the fingertips. This is where most people stop. But this man did not. The greatest challenge behind this record is monotony. The same movement, the same breath, the same view. Minutes begin to feel like hours. As the mind starts to lose focus, the body slowly follows. And here's a little known fact. During long-distance swimming, the human brain eventually begins to send danger signals. Even when the body is still capable of continuing, the brain switches into self-protection mode. Heart rate spikes, breathing tightens, panic creeps in. The exact moment this record was broken happened right at that psychological threshold. The sacrifices, however, begin far from the water, where no one is watching. Months of preparation, isolation from social life, endless hours of repetitive training, chronic shoulder pain, joint strain, sleepless nights, and most importantly, facing the possibility of failure. Because in record attempts like this, quitting halfway is not only physically crushing, it's mentally devastating. A person starts asking, why did I put myself through all of this? But this man never asked that question. Because his goal was never just 2,365 meters. His real goal was never to abandon himself halfway. And this is where the story truly surprises the viewer. Although the official distance is recorded as 2,365 meters, the reality is very different. Direction corrections, microscopic deviations, and water resistance mean the swimmer actually traveled much farther. Swimming in a perfectly straight line is nearly impossible. With every breath, the body shifts slightly off course. The number written on paper is a simplified version of the truth. The real battle lies in the invisible meters hidden behind that number. And perhaps the most unknown part of all, the record doesn't end when the swimming stops. The body takes days to recover from an effort like this. Muscles swell. The immune system weakens. The nervous system shuts down from exhaustion. Yet despite all this, the record holder says something striking. The hardest part wasn't being in the water. The hardest part was stopping and getting out. Because once a person crosses their limits even once, they are never the same again. That's why this Guinness record is not just a number. 2,365 meters is the shape human willpower takes inside the water. And maybe, as you watch this video, a single question echoes in your mind. If it were me, where would I stop? If you don't know the answer, you're not alone. Because some records aren't meant to be broken. They're meant to make us question ourselves.